Why does Dolor get the finest weapons? A sharper one than you. He spends too much time with his brain. Dolor, even we'll take one more look here. Brethren in blood, tell them!
Easy. Can't even catch my breath. Don't waste a step. On the move. Can't stay idle. Victory awaits. easy these days. Time to strike. I'm ready.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Some faceless eater of men. No. Dolor did. Splendid. Kill.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Cleaning up. Dolor. Messy. Left his dagger. Careless. Strong. Paralyzes.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Someone was arranging these corpses. What for? I think these were the people Father Lorgan was trying to help.
Look at these people. These poor people.
Look, I need to finish up here. Lots of soup to clean up. Blood, too. Oh, good. More blood to clean up, I suppose.
allowing his faithful to suffer the most? Survive the meeting. Make things worse.
You want to let those thugs get away with this?
Those thugs work for the guild. They get away with whatever they like. On our own. People will help.
Don't wander around Rivington alone, all right? My husband did and got mugged and beaten for his trouble.
One way to skin a crescent. We'll find a way into the city. You have my word.
Yeah,
Armor, Blaze, the Rivington General.
Good job, Kang. Should last us the journey. If you're after a job, Neverwinter is on the lookout for adventurers. That's where we're headed.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs, swords, maces, bows, cutting and gutting galore. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you? I provide a personalized service for my customers to make sure the weapon I choose is the perfect fit. Tell me, how do you like to kill? I see. Playing to your strengths. Keeping things simple. And when you kill someone, what do you feel? Killing holds no fear for you, does it? You understand what it takes and what it gives. One more question, if you'll humor me. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? You'll do so much worse by the time I'm done with you.
Still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. He'll find your weaknesses, stick a knife in the cracks and prise you apart. Unless you get him first. Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough. She's toying with me. What does she want?
Ah, yeah. You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward. Is that so? You've got some evil twin running round whacking people round the back of the head. I'll tell you now, you'll be seeing bloody double when I'm done with you. but know who bloody gave them to me, don't we?
Time to strike. I am ready to rest my weary head.
It's locked from the other side. Wonder where it leads. Is that blood? No, never mind. No note in the ledger. Where did he get to? Gildra?
Oh, a customer. Sorry. How can I help you? Yes, that's him. He's usually the first one in, but he's not shown up today. It's not the same without the sound of his bellows in the back. And his stories. He tells the best stories. Do you know him? Of course. Gildrow's finest. come back soon. And if you see Gildro, tell him everything's under control.
Those machines will form a circle around the upper city as soon as the fighting starts. Mark my words.
Better person than both of us.
Those thugs works for the guild. They can get away with whatever they like.
No.
Armor, blades, the Rivington General.
Good job, gang. Should last us the journey.
Oh, yes. Paramidius and Fred are cleaners.
You're going to hire all the refugees.
Settling in mud.
Just like that.
Of course. Cleaning, cooking, construction. The possibilities are endless.
That's why we need to walk
What do you
just a
get
little
out
more.
of this?
Back off and return to your homes. That's an order.
Why don't you protect us instead of these scruffy outlanders?
Gods, any one of us could have been blown to smithereens.
What's next?
This isn't the glorious most fists, but it isn't a hard one either. If you can't even buy a lasting shot,
Still alive. So that's progress.
Attention fists! Listen up. One more dereliction of duty.
I'm paid to take down troublemakers, so don't make trouble.
What are you calling this?
How many red caps are in?
You won't.
Absolute army.
Soon the bastards will outnumber us. They'll come for our homes, our jobs, everything.
Kick them all out.
We won't need to. We'll do this right. They'll run for the
How
damn
many
hill.
red caps are missing?
I just told you.
And try your luck. Akabi's wheel is close to you, vile, cheesy one.
A long way to go still.
Dribbles is dead. Joyous news. He was most irritating. Behold! Akabi's Wheel of Wonders is better than any clown. Let us see if you have luck's favor. Alas, no jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. Yes! Drown me in coin, and perhaps you shall win the ultimate prize. Alas, no jackpot for you, ugly one. But you may have this. You are welcome, putrid one. Return again to try anew. Will the wheel of wonder stop you worthy? Come, see.
Get your shinies and treatos!
Wonder what's past this.
B. Gardenson gave her life protecting fellow refugees. May the one who endures shelter her.
Good! You shall make him magnificent, my darling.
We once anchored the Fairy Queen's court during a misjudged performance in the Feywild. Your city scares me more than she did.
Coming to this plane was a mistake.
My prick, you took them! Run! I'll find you! Eat you! Cowards!
Sorry, you have red caps working in your circus?
But you heard Baldur's Gate was safe, right? Well, it's a bloody lie. They've banned refugees from the city as if we're the problem.
Those thugs get away with this.
Those thugs work for the guild. They can get away with whatever they like.
Go straight to the source.
Never thought I'd feel sorry for a honest religious ring.
Myself and the kids. Ready by the door. You should do the same.
You throw a fit when there's no hot water. You wouldn't last a day out there.
It's run or sit on my ass praying.
Yeah, well,
And
this
the
time they
gods
won't
don't give
feel
it down
impolite.
without it.
You really put your boot in me.
Great headline.
That took the edge off.
What's that? This blade's wicked look matches its deeds. Poor Father Logan.
What's on your mind?
I'm listening.
Are the gods truly this petty? Are the gods truly this petty?
Footprints leading right into that cave.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
It stopped. But it'll happen again. It keeps happening. The shivering, shaking, quaking. Don't you feel it? There's something underneath the city. Inside the rock. But when I ask the stone why it shakes, it only screams. I want to go home.
You look different when you're not trying to talk someone down from igniting a barrel of rune powder. Chuck your questions at Wulbren. That's his job. I can make time for chatter after you know what's what.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you, I hope. Good. We don't have a chance unless we stick together. Not while the Gondians' metal monsters are patrolling the streets. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace. They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while the city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A rune powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility, and boom. Problem solved. The Gondians picked their side the minute they took orders from Gortash. If they had any courage, they'd have refused him and died like heroes, spitting in his face. Now they'll die like the dogs they are. Fine. You want to try flapping your gums in the belly of the beast? Be my guest. But their idea of diplomacy is a steel fist shoved where the sun don't shine. So take the bomb. Just in case I'm right and you're wrong. As long as you see sense, I don't care when you see it. The foundry is in the lower city, down by the docks. Beautiful building, belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy, but when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of Watchers in no time.
Now you've spoken to the big man? Good to see you. Never thought I'd meet you again, let alone fight on the same side. Glad we both made it out of Grimforge alive, and that I didn't have to use that rune powder to make a point. Funny. You're gonna need that sense of humor here. I overheard you're gonna be helping us fight the good fight. Knew I would have regretted blowing you up. Better get on with it then. Wulbren wouldn't have put his trust in you for nothing.
You think I want my clan facing down one of those walking death machines with cutlery? Then leave me to my work. Only if you're quick. Now let me get back to it.
Look, unless you're an expert in steel watcher gyroscopics, please get out of my light.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Garrett. Pushed. Felt bones break. Darkness. None. Brothers died on the road. Man tried to buy. Man buying heirlooms. Vulture challenged him.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Hot foot. Place is trapped. Want to dance?
Still breathing, despite everything. Be wary. This place is trapped.
Head of my own gods.
My legs. I can't feel them. Tell the others. Let the boss know.
This man is not long for this world. It's too late. This man is far beyond anyone's help. You hear the blood gurgle in his struggling lungs. His last ounce of strength is spent.
Be wary. This place is trapped. Decapitated. It's still warm. That same ship was at Moonrise Towers, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like those two are about to fight.
I'll snip off your horns one by one.
Nobody messes with the Stone Lord, Ratling.
Nine Fingers sends her love, arsehole. Your Stone Lord's a dead man walking. You, help me kill these asses. The guild will sprinkle you with gold.
Too late, Cook. Nobody but us leaves this place alive.
One day, I'll catch a break.
I've got it. Go on.
I am fury. I am death.
owns this city.
Moving.
For the Stone Lord.
Hop, hop. What's it gonna take?
Victory awaits.
This is my happy place.
do it.
Swift and lethal.
Much longer like this.
My turn.
Time to strike.
You did good, stranger. Someone had tried to slink away rather than get involved. They wouldn't earn the gratitude of the guild. The real criminals are the patriarchs, slapping each other on the back in Worm's Rock, while the people die in the streets. The guild keeps order and looks out for the little man. Agents of the Stone Lord. Lucky you. He's a newcomer to our delightful underworld, and he doesn't play nice with others. We think the Stone Lord and his cronies are in league with the absolute cultists. This little operation here certainly suggests so. They were shifting something valuable by boat. But that something belongs to the guild now. Of course! The guild always rewards good work. Now scram!
I have a lot on my mind. And well, in it.
Please, don't look at me.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make something really good, I promise.
What's on your mind? Go on. Oh, yes.
So Baal's chosen is a doppelganger. I should not be surprised. They have ever been among his favorite servants. Orin is testing you. Either she thinks herself a predator, playing with her food, or she fears what you might do. Good. Ah. This all begins to ring a little too familiar for my liking. The last time I fought doppelgangers, the Baalspawn Sarevok was using them to subvert the city government, aid his rise to power. But Orin, he's more predator than politician, I think. She simply wants to make us feel hunted, isolated. Tell the Lordling that Orin is watching. Seems that Gortash and Orin have had a little falling out. We should leverage that.
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced, or because this group is full of weirdos.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword? Be most welcome.
That foul shapeshifter Orin is like a scavenger beast.
probing us for weaknesses. Do not let her shake your resolve. What would you like to know? Anytime.
What's on your mind?
Orin's little display was just intended to rattle us. We mustn't let her succeed, but need to stay alert all the same. Then that's where we need to go. My parents are in there somewhere.
I have battled great evils, been mocked by villains of all sorts. But Orin, she is beyond even Thorm. Her mind is twisted beyond recognition. What is she capable of? And where will she strike next? I think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences. I can't say I'm not curious, but once you take an illithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you. All right. What else is on your mind?
It's certainly good to be back at camp. How I've missed the smells. Indeed. And I'm sure Dringo will do a great job. He always took good care of me.
Thou hast now a bosom companion. Take care that thou art not distracted on thy quest, seeking the comforts of the flesh. Recall that in time, all becomes dust and bone.
How did you? Oh, it's you. I must have let my mind wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketheric and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. It's rebelling against Orin and Gortash, fiercely. I suspected that when we took Ketheric's stone, the brain would begin to break free. Those brain quakes confirm that my suspicion was correct. I do not know what happens now when it receives their orders, and I do not dare guess.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that unwelcome. We are more alike than you would like to acknowledge. I am merely further along in my evolution than you. I understand my outer membrane and appendages unnerve you. But despite my exterior, I still feel. I'm haunted by memories. They are relentless. I can think of nothing, no one else. Not love, no. What I had with Belen Stelmane was much more than that. It was unique, at least when she was alive. You thought you were my first ally. Far from it. I have long sought the allyship of others. It is the only way to succeed. Though my relationship with Belen was different from my relationship with you. In life, she was my business partner, back when we ran the Knights of the Shield. A difficult task for a mind flayer. Duke Stelmane trusted me, and the city trusted her. I conceived the plot, but Belen took center stage. It was she who met with the merchants, politicians, and patriarchs. It was she who negotiated deals and signed off on agreements. Her rooms played host to the most important conversations in the city. Together, we brought order to chaos. At its height, everything that happened in that city went through the shield. Through us. I could not have done any of it without her. Just as I cannot do any of this without you. But now, she is gone. Astute as ever. You think that mind flayers are soulless husks who feel nothing. Belen thought the same at first. You are wrong. Feeling is vital to the pursuit of anyone's goals, even a mind flayer's. Like you, mind flayers know fear. Like you, we crave recognition. But unlike you, unlike the others of my kind, I am no slave to either. My end is and always has been freedom. Belen understood this. Belen became my freedom. I am glad you were able to learn something. Another quake. The brain is rebelling again. I need to focus.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
let you in.
I thought we'd be safe in the gate. I heard the stories.
Well, all you want. We've got enough mouths to feed. We don't need your kind.
Outraged.
Our kind?
Ah! Are you trying to get into the city? Got a minute to tell me about your experience at the gate today? I'm Lens, roving reporter for the Boulder's Mouth Gazette. My editor sent me to cover the drama out here at the gate. He wants some fluff piece about the heroic Steel Watch keeping the mob at bay, whether or not that's the truth or not. That the refugees here are desperate, hungry, scared people. They're no mob. They just want to be safe. I've heard the rumours. Absolutists marching from Moonrise Towers. Whole towns felled by strange curses. It's no wonder they ran. Of course, I can't write any of that. My editor only releases stories his friend Lord Gortash approves of, and he's very selective. At the Gazette's print house, though it's in the lower city, so you'll need to get past the gates first. Come to think of it, you remind me of someone he was writing a piece about. You, might want to speak to him about that. Set the record straight before the ink is dry, so to speak. Now, if you don't mind, I've got some edits to make. This is front-page material. That'll make a great headline. That's curious.
I thought we'd be safe in the gate. I heard the stories.
Fascinating.
Well, all you want. We've got enough mouths to feed.
Halt! By orders of Lord Gortash, refugees are no longer allowed in the city. Turn around. Well, do you have the means to support yourself? Right. Article 30.1.5 of the Council's decree on extraordinary wartime measures. I am confiscating that. The city thanks you for your contribution. Your name? I'm doing the questioning here. Last time. Name?
Well met, citizen Fluffington.
Your parasite stirs. From the construct, you feel connection, resonance.
State your business. Uh-huh. Eyes open, body still. The Watcher will communicate with our new intelligence directorate. They'll determine if you're a threat to the city. Upstanding citizens have no reason to fear. And you are an upstanding citizen, aren't you?
Behind the Watcher's gaze, a presence awakens. You are seen. You are known.
Whoa. My engine, it's almost... I don't know... buzzing. Like it's paying attention.
Your party's prior transgressions are reflected in its stare, as witnessed by the cult's ever-alert, scrying eyes. It has heard the howls of slaughtered goblins. It has seen the deep shadows of Grimforge, and the stone floors left bloodied. It knows the cold walls of Moonrise Towers, and the cultists who fell there. The Watcher speaks directly into your mind with a voice like poisoned honey.
You are marked for special treatment. Not simply an enemy of the people, but an enemy of the Absolute. Come quietly, or die. Please comply now, citizen. I will interpret any further hesitation as resistance.
Eat this, you pile of junk!
Villains,
I heard he's
take
got
heed. Recovery is imminent.
Find those little bastards or I'll have your heads!
Page material.
I don't mind it. Honestly.
But I do. This means we're getting a real...
This unit is damaged. This unit is damaged.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his...
Bloody gnomes. We need to find where they burrowed themselves up. You! You an adventurer? Looking to pad your purse? Find their foxhole, bring me their chief's head. The fist will reward you well. You'll change your mind once they kill innocent citizens. The only language they'll understand is that of intimidating violence. I agree. But we can't leave our post. Not with all the patriarchs meeting in Worm's Rock for the coronation. Give the right look. Solid bones. Steady face. The kind that cleans up vermin for pay. Then you're no friend of the fist. No matter, I'll find someone else. Most folks around here will do almost anything. You pay them enough.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
and if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good point.
Word to the wise.
Give that ill-mater temple a wide berth. Rude buggers. Certainly not bringing my trade there again. Does that excuse being rude? Excluding folk? Come off it. They wouldn't let me in. Spouted some tripe about my sort and absolutist murderers. I only wanted to sit down a minute. So did I. Let me show you. Pleasure doing business. My eye. Damn priests.
Dar was right. This was a stupid idea.
Maybe the circus would be more open to traders?
Stupid bridge guards. Should have dumped a lot of them.
God of the oppressed. My eye. Damn priest.
Dar was right. This was a stupid idea.
This place is real shabby. But at least folk don't look at me funny in here. Need anything? Pleasure doing business. Circus would be more open to traders?
Bloody ages we spent hiking from Murren. And they won't let us in the city proper. Bollocks. We're adventurous, damn it. The bridge god chatted some shite about a coronation. Couldn't really make head nor tail of it.
Come to Baldur's Gate, he said. Adventurers get welcomed as heroes, he said. Poxy Drim and his bleeding notions. Right, this was a stupid idea.
One more mark, then we can go.
The Master said we have enough. The Black Mass is ready to begin.
It's not for the Master. It's for me. I want a beating heart there, ready for me when the Mass is complete. And we're finally granted our freedom. After 200 years of rats, I think we deserve a real drink.
There is no time. We are expected back at the palace.
Relax. The Black Mass won't start until Master drags Astarion from whatever hole he's hiding in. We have time to find one more person. I didn't realize we had company.
Please pay my brother no mind. His imagination and his mouth get the better of him sometimes. But it does not matter. We were just leaving anyway. Weren't we, Petras?
Yes, of course, dear sister. I just need a moment, and then we can leave.
We lingered long enough. We should return for the ceremony.
We have time.
We are just leaving. We have a celebration to attend.
Now, what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs? Aye, I'll second that. It's all right where we can get work repairing them, but what happens when they build something else to do that? It's no good, I tell you.
When you met the drow.
Sleeping in the gutter.
Nothing fishy about my choices. Get your seafood here.
If you have gold, we have everything you crave. A weary traveler, battered and bruised, you come for sustenance, no decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? I thought as much. Those eyes tell a story. Punishment is your pleasure. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Sweeting, I'm no fortune teller. If I had a crystal ball, I promise I'd already have consulted it. Truth is, Fionn's gone well missing. And my hands may be skillful, but they were not made to turn every last stone she might be hiding behind. To service is my calling, not to be served. Ugh, but I'd be a fool to say no. The girl kept my coffers near overflowing. 2 flights up, then turn right, and right again. That's Fionn's pleasure room, Elminster's library. Here, take the key. I'm listening. Nisha, our lovely nymph. She's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment. A temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn. Twins, yes. Hands of such skill they could turn stone to silk. Your body could suffer no knot they can't untangle. They're through the curtain to the right. You'll need coin and stamina in abundance to enjoy their services, but the gold will be as well spent as you are.
Damn, Hoots! That new batch burns stronger than a pit fiend's fist.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Take it however you want. But I'll be having my usual from now on.
Something's off about this one. On your guard.
Oh. It's Raphael's favorite misadventurer. You've put me out of pocket, you know. Raphael bet me 5 soul coins you'd reach the city in one piece. He rented a room upstairs in the hope that you'd drop by. Ah, I forget we've never met. I've had my eyes and ears on you so long we feel like old friends. Carilla is my name. I'm Raphael's assistant, shall we say. Take your time. Have a drink. Sample the goods. Go see him when you're feeling refreshed.
You have the key to my heart.
I put it on especially for you.
Sorry.
I don't understand why they're such a type.
Isn't right. On his leash. Game.
You can stare as much as you like.
When the music stops, you and I, we will continue dancing.
My. I can tell you are a special one from a single glance. You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfaces craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work. Perhaps, once we have saved more gold, another adventure will begin. We've had busier days, but life is comfortable here with Mamselle.
I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself, boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Every day. What could be better? Don't you want to try it? Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement.
Darling, we're not fooling anyone. Unless you pay me to make a fool of you. You'll just have to see what is in store.
We want both of you, silly. At the same time.
A brother and a sister at the same time. Yeah, no. You do your thing, but that's not mine. As the rising sun.
A shame. But either one of us will be ready for you, if you wish to have us. I barely got a moment's sleep last night. And
You have the key to my heart.
I put it on especially for you. There's such a type.
Don't take it off later.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? Ugh, I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? That's quite the discovery. Doesn't tell me everything, though. Why was Lorgan killed? No. I want proof. If someone else killed Lorgan, I want you to tell me why they did it. Come back when you've got some real evidence.
Playing?
I presume you've found something interesting to discuss, if you're interrupting me again? That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill Father Lorgan? I need something more than vague allegations. I want something compelling. Hard, tangible evidence, and nothing less. While that is startling, it still doesn't disprove my theory that Brilgor killed Father Lorgan, does it? That's what you need if you want to change my mind. Hard evidence. A reason, too, if you're at it. Why was Lorgan killed?
Sorry.
You keep staring
Be real careful.
That blacksmith was paying me to use the clamping device.
Better be.
tool will do the trick.
Brothel, pleasure house, den of decadent delights.
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes, give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak. What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
That was no party trick. Somebody's missing, can't you tell? That illithid you keep in your pocket can't hear us anymore.
Huh. What's the catch?
Oh, calm. It's the reason you're in this predicament. And I'm your only way out of it. Indulge me, and at least hear me out. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far. But no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. In a manner of speaking. But it's the one inside the prison that you need, not the illithid, the Gith. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return.
There it is. Of course.
You really do think highly of yourself. My sights are set on something much more valuable than your soul. Succulent though it would be. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir. Better to have it in my hands, and far from your precious world, than in the hands of the gods and monsters that fight over this city's soul. Power. Ancient and full of wonder. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting. And Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic. A crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me.
Zariel wouldn't like that much. But even I'm not so desperate to spite her I'd put the hells in this bastard's hands.
The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Carsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
How short-sighted. Much better to put it into the right hands. Hands that will ensure it is removed from this world. And it's the only way you can ensure that you remain part of this world. I won't stop you. But time is running out. So, don't stay away for long. If you see reason, I'll be here, waiting. Right up to the moment the world ends.
Vlagis will be done.
Like a moss.
No one back home will ever believe this.
My favorite future clients. Are you ready to accept my kind offer?
I've got this. Tactical.
I will ascend. My path be true.
Enough. The deal is off the table.
The means to loosing the Prince of the Comet was within our grasp, and you refused it. Why? I wanted to follow the open valley, the easy way out. You chose the brambled path. I'm annoyed by it, and I admire you for it. We must speak with Voss. Then we find our way to Raphael's House of Hope. We'll take the Orphic Hammer and use it to smash the True Heir's bonds. Yisk Githkar Tafki Krashet. The Githyanki will be free.
Raphael must be raging we didn't take his deal. Luckily, his desperation made him careless. Did you hear what he said? The hammer's in his House of Hope. If we wanted, we could steal it right out from under his nose. Granted, it wouldn't be easy. Devils guard their treasure by especially lethal means. We would need to find a diabolist. One worth their salt should be able to get us into that devil's lair. One last trip to Avernus. At least it'd be for a good reason, right?
There you are. I thought I'd lost you. Something was blocking me from hearing your thoughts. I can understand that. There's reprieve in solitude. But it's concerning that something could intervene like that, especially when we are so close to the Elder Brain. Do you have any idea what it was? Raphael. Well, thank you for your honesty. Of course, I should have known the devil would come sniffing. The stench of impending chaos is irresistible to them. And what did he want with you? Giving a devil what he wants sounds like a brilliant idea. And what did he offer you in return for bringing it to him? I am glad you had the sense to turn him down, but it certainly does matter. Anything that threatens our alliance threatens our chances of defeating the Elder Brain. So I ask you again, what were the terms of the deal he offered you? I see.
You feel the touch of the Emperor's mind peeling at the edge of yours, trying to gain access.
That is a fair request.
You feel its presence withdrawing from the fringes of your awareness.
I shall respect your privacy on this occasion. But know that if you have jeopardized our mutual project, I will be forced to reconsider our alliance. Now come. We have an Elder Brain to destroy.
Den of decadent delights.
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
I don't understand. What's...
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this woman?
Your head screams in agony. The change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening?
Fuck yes. Count on me.
I will ascend.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal beauty. It floats like a butterfly. Its blood shimmers like silver. So the critics have said of Faerun's greatest masterpieces. I'm not so cold-hearted, nor so short-sighted.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The Mind Flayer is no mere curiosity, but an object of desire.
Why should I deny it? My urge is as natural as the grape upon the vine. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy my palate. Rapture. Close your eyes and listen.
You see only darkness. Her voice shines through it, warmer than the sun, yet cooler than night.
The all-being. Here, there is no suffering. Here, you want for nothing. Here, you are anything. You have one word. Tell me, what will you be? You are more than contented. You are at total peace. Your belly is full. Your mind rested. Your eyes bright. No more will you hear the clang of steel on steel. No more will you fear the cry of a wolf, the growl of an ogre. You are warm. You are safe.
Your flesh shivers, your heart bursts. True ecstasy for one fleeting moment.
Open your eyes. I'll remember you, and you'll remember me. If you seek rapture, find it elsewhere. I can show you but once.
Finest fish caught this morning. What'll it be? Come back soon. Fresh catch every day, guaranteed. Fish is good for you.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his...
Why are some people so strange about Sharess's caress? It's just sex.
People are just walking into Sharess's caress like it was any old business. No disrespect to you, of course, if you're a patron. You have rocks for brains. What are you thinking?
You look like someone whose soul needs feeding. Care to buy some art? Do come again.
Get them while they're hot. No, what if there's food shortages? Why is everyone acting so normal? The Absolute armies are coming. We need to stock up.
And you're the person with
fruit, vegetables.
What can I do you for?
Two maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next month. If you are in need of some pleasurable assistance, might I direct you to Sheress's Caress? I only deal with referrals.
Get them while they're hot! Doesn't make any sense.
Two? That seems like a lot.
Do you not wish to pleasure your fine maiden? To fill her finger? Good. Let them see you taking charge of your pleasurable destiny.
How about
Up there,
we settle on the Gondor
Danthalon's
and
dancing axe. The Harper safe house Jahira mentioned.
No screw too loose, no door too unhinged. My tools can fix anything. Hello? Hi!
Perhaps
Over
a touch of
here!
velvet.
Me!
But good armor is hard to...
Put him up! Put him up! Wait! I wasn't really gonna fight you. I was just trying something out. My name's Narber, adventurer to be, soon to be the best adventurer anyone's ever seen. As soon as I figure out what kind of adventurer I want to be. What do you think? Can I be a fighter? Whew! I was hoping you'd say that. To tell you the truth, I don't actually like hurting people very much, or getting hurt. It's a good job I ran into you.
Can't return that. How else was I supposed to feed them up?
I had no less than two maidens and a bachelor clawing at my door the very next morning.
You are not
Yes,
wearing
they were...
my mother's
in the event. How about we settle on the Gondians and the Mortashans then together?
Men, women, children, all barred from entry. A damn travesty. A decade ago, Baldur's Gate would have welcomed any and everyone seeking refuge. Who would take in these souls, if not the Jewel of Baldurin? As long as Gortash is in charge, they'll be left shivering at the gates. All part of the plan, of course. Step 1. Create an army and order it to march on the city. Step 2. Shut the gates in the name of security. Step 3. Bask in the applause. Gortash hasn't made Baldur's Gate safe. He's made it a prison. And when his army breaks through, the people will have nowhere to run. To make this city a safe haven, we'll need to bathe Gortash and his allies in their own blood. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked Father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor. Not a tragedy, a calculated cruelty. Think about it. My father was Tadpole. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as Father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.